they manifest their gangrel uh, tendencies in different ways. You know, one of them has a big arched back. The other one has a big long jaw that opens into a maw. But they like it. They like the power. They like the feeling. They like getting used to this kindred society.
Mhm.
They even enjoy the classes in so much as, you know, it's Crady is lecturing at them about what not to do.
Yeah, but in every even the most organized crime is such because it has its laws. Otherwise, there's just anarchy, and then everyone suffers.
Hey, and the mob doesn't have a college for you to go to. You know,
Yeah,
there's
so
no
this is-
mob college. This is immediately better.
Yes, you will learn, and you will be better. You will be mine, my precious boys. And which one is the one with the hunchback? Is that Hendrix or Kincaid?
Make it Kincaid and make Hendrix the one with the big jaw.
All right. Okay, so Kincaid's nickname is now Hyde.
Hyde. There you go. That works. So are we on
bandwidth? There we go.
It's being recorded. Their list they can hear, but it's very choppy.
Oh, we're getting through some great stuff though.
And I am recording it currently. So, yeah, but there's no video, and
we got Twitch competition, man. The bandwidth's going away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pandemic, right? Everybody's
this happens more often than not nowadays.
Yeah, that's the thing. Was now with everyone getting entertainment at home all day, every day, as long as they're maintaining.
They said the sound is good. Oh, sound and video is good now.
Somebody said they refreshed and it's good.
Yeah,
we're back.
Let's see. Let me double check them. No, it's just for a second. I mean, it is
I got some good video on my end. I'm looking at Twitch now.
I got an ad, so hold on. You guys
it's only dropping 80% of the frames currently. That's that's all.
I mean,
as opposed to the 90-some that it was. It is going down, so go ahead and continue. Like I said, I'm recording. They can hear and stuff, so go ahead and continue on.
Have you spelled children do not know radio theater? It is all in the voice and the theater of the mind, huh?
Well, we've been doing what we can to clear up things between the Kindred here in the back channels, but what are your ideas about the plot?
So,
good question.
Well, Vanya was gonna call Julian.
Thanks, Robert, for liking the stream.
So,
yeah, this is what was going on.
Julian was gonna wait
until Vanya calls him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vanya
just like sitting.
Yeah, I was
get off his other call first.
Yeah, no, I was just finishing up something here. It's going down slowly, so we should be fine. Okay, so Vanya is going to call Julian, and then
Julian's feeling a lot better. Hello there,
Mr. White. So
sorry for the abrupt exit.
It's quite all right. A man of your stature is very busy, I'm sure. Yes. But, with that having been said, I was left alone with Edith. As charming as she is, we still have something to take care of. I was wondering, perhaps, maybe you know what is next that we are supposed to be doing? Or... I just figured, seeing how you are, he's a Primogen, right? Is that what?
Yes.
Yeah, seeing how you are the Primogen, I figured that naturally you would be the one who was taking charge.
Oh, you misunderstand. This is the sheriff's show. I'm
terribly
merely
sorry.
an accompaniment.
So did the sheriff contact you, or should I call the sheriff?
Why don't we all meet?
Yes, just point me in a direction and Vanya will be there.
You all can...
If you're looking to get together again, I can put together a spot for you. But what are your ideas? Where are you headed?
So Julian has an option that he doesn't want. He has an option to try to use the data from the phones, but he doesn't want to do that for a multitude of reasons, unless he absolutely has to.
What about just one person's data?
He doesn't want it to be public that he can do that. And he can't trust everybody in the coterie to keep their mouth shut about it.
But would you like the information?
He would, but so the other thing that he could try to do is to see where what is her name?
Portia.
Portia. Edith said that she comes to help her sleep, so she obviously helped her the night before all this happened. Or she would have said that she hasn't shown up. So he could try to follow Portia through like their surveillance network back to wherever she rested and try to track her that way through like surveillance, because they already know he can do that.
You can. That's
that would take longer though.
Yeah, a little time consuming, a little difficult, but it can happen. You can make it happen.
He cannot do the phone thing unless he knows that he can trust the coterie. At least he can't share the information with any of them. So that's where he's at.
My question, though, whether you share it or not, it's up to you. But do you want the information?
Yeah, sure.
You have a ping on where
Julian.
Well, no. Not the sharing it with one person of the coterie is fine, but sharing it with the coterie, like all of us as a group.
I'm just gonna give it to you because you actually have access to it.
Okay.
What you decide to do with it is up to you.
Okay.
But you can get a ping on Portia's phone.
Where at?
No,
It's in a warehouse district in Chicago.
Go figure.
Yeah, whereabouts?
If I was going to ping it for you on the map, look down. Where would it be? In the center of your map, you see a place called Cicero. It's on Route 50, where 50 intersects with 55. Is
around there.
Yeah, it's pretty near. It's just a little southeast of there towards Archer Heights. So right about there.
On the river thereabouts.
Yes, but again, south and east a bit of the 50 and the 55.
Yeah.
Now, you have that information. It coincides with some other information you have.
About the property?
Yeah.
Is it the same property?
As close as that ping can get, looks like.
Fuck. So I own it.
Or did.
Or did before somebody sold it to Marcel. Okay. I'll
at least now, and you know, obviously I don't need to tell this to a player of your caliber, but you have 2 bits of evidence that drive you there. You don't have to release both bits of evidence.
Yeah. I will. I'll ask. I'll have the coterie meet.
One of my favorite spots, and I think one of yours, is the rooftop that overlooks Chicago. Nope, not there. How about here?
I was like, that looks like a library.
Yeah, not Friday's library. This
It's
is
the rooftop of libraries.
there we go. A wonderful rooftop view looking over the skyline of Chicago.
Oh, I got
The coterie can meet here. You've all roused for the evening. You've gotten a message from Julian. Vanya, you've talked to him.
Excuse you, whoever that is.
Yeah, hope all is well.
So,
Social distance. Is this the same rooftop that we've with the former sheriff?
yeah, I didn't want to redo the picture. It's just too good.
It's nostalgic.
No,
We brought our own booze with us.
no. Arthur will get that's like
Proper
typical
branding.
Yeah, it's like typical Julian of that flavorful theatric. And
Surprise, I'm here.
Grandmama.
Thank you all for joining. Yeah, he'll wait
Yeah,
for
I
everybody
understand.
to show up, and he'll say, "Thank you. This is not my show, but thank you all for meeting me. I potentially have information, but before we go any further, we need to all be on the same page if we're going to work together."
Interesting.
And what page is that?
Either we are looking out for each other, or we're not.
Of course we're looking out for each other. I would hope that you guys would risk the same amount that I would risk for you guys.
I don't think it's a matter of risk that Mr. White is concerned about so much as loose lips. I think the term is what? Loose lips sink yachts or something along these lines.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly so. I am, of course.
Do you want me
through
to
my
preach some
coterie.
vow to you?
I learned-
Oopsie.
I
Arthur,
know.
go.
Now I'm saying that. Okay, there we go. Zoom. I'm saying that I learned my lesson on that one particular L train, and the honesty with my coterie is the best policy. So long as the secrets are mine to give, I will of course do so. I will not violate the privacy of my fellow kindred. And so, we are an open book. Every page on my book is your page.
A coterie, by design, is meant to trust within the group. They do share an objective. They do share the outcome. But Vanyo, you're very, very new.
Yes.
And even last time around, this coterie was tenuous at best. How do you feel about these characters, Vanya?
Well, I just look at it this way. These are two of these people are very important to Chicago in the Prince. And so...
The prince.
And because of this, I feel no pressure with working with them. And of course I will do what is ever necessary to earn their trust. Because, well, one is Julian White, and the other is the sheriff. I'm still new here, making friends. I don't want to cause waves.
It's odd, only to me, that you find more familial attitudes with the ones who are not also Bruja.
Well, you know.
She's your own clan.
She's young, you know. It's okay.
Maybe young, but
you know
I know
what,
some
though?
things.
You can tell that.
She's got the stench of anarchist all over her, though.
Yeah, you I guess you could tell that you're different kinds of Bruja.
Yes.
Eh, whatever, right? So you've met. You're on the rooftop. Julian, you do rightfully have concerns about trust. This is always been a difficult group to work with.
Oh, can't he trust here?
Sorry.
Julian is legitimately
You laugh.
looking to someone else for help in this situation. This is Julian's olive branch. This is it.
I can tell you this much, Mr. White. I am in the... Cratius is my friend, and I work very closely with him. This matter is of great importance. And because of that, I take it very seriously. And of course, you are Primogen, so... That's...
The amount of fear that is struck into every single person at this table, every single torpor. I am here to stop that. No one needs to feel that. There is nothing worse than the fear that has been instilled
And there
every
is that.
single morning.
Yeah, Vanya, I should mention, you also have those dreams.
I do,
They trouble you like women.
Well, the concern that Julian has is not for the dreams and putting the dreams to bed. His concerns are for being able to work coherently and not have us.
But what
undermine
I'm
each
saying
other.
is that is the fear that's instilling in the core, is shaking me to the absolute core, is the reason why I would see this thing through. I would stop whatever is coming. There is nothing that would refrain me from fulfilling, ending these dreams, ending these nightmares.
As Lilith or Amber, which one do you prefer?
Ooh, I don't know that you should call her Amber in front of others. I'm just saying.
Amber. You're American.
Julian does not say anything. He does not say anything.
So many different names. It's very hard to keep it all straight.
There are many monikers that sometimes one might adopt to shirk off certain things, but Lilith.
Hey, Tarzan. Thanks for liking the stream, man.
Oh, heck yeah. I've got Tarzan on board.
Lilith, that little slip was maybe a hint that the sheriff knows about your extracurricular activity.
It wasn't a slip. It's what smiles above the table and drawn knives beneath.
We are talking about truth, aren't we? And trust.
And this is where I'm going to do this. As I have said, I'm an open book. Every page is the same page with my coterie. I have learned. And so I am saying unto you and of course, with your trust, and then if anyone outside the circle were to learn otherwise, I would have to unleash my scourge. And he gestures to Napoleon. I don't have these dreams.
Julian smiles and goes like, I knew it.
Can you not tell by my complexion, my scent?
You look so well rested, that fucker.
and that's not the. It's like my unbeating heart breaks for those who have known so long to see them suffer. Once upon a time, to have driven a stake through Julian's heart would have given me a smile, but I felt no joy in doing that yesterday. Once upon a time, Julian and I were at odds. Now I am like, shh, don't fuck me, Tony. But Julian and I have come to an understanding, and Lilith, you and I have come to an understanding. This is my job to know the coterie and to know the kindred in my city, so I may be a best service as sheriff. And so I share with you, all of you, as a sign of trust and truth. Like, I have not been belabored and harrowed by these nightmares for whatever reason. I am not a theologist, I'm not a philosopher, I do not know these things. Just that I rest well, and I wish to return to all of you that same peace of a good day's rest.
Powerful statement.
Yeah.
Do not betray this trust, because this is a very small handful of people. And if someone else asks me how I do not have these nightmares, then I will have to do what I have to do to find the answers. I would not like to do that, despite my proclivity for violence, because you are all my friends.
The point is taken.
Very good. See, we've gotten along. I have a gift for you. Come the next day. No, it is fine with that. You will love it. Now, my book is open. You may ask me questions, all of you. Many of you have had my trust for a year and some more. Those of you who are new, now is the time to clear the air, as it is, because we will be working together for the good of all kindred. It's my position to work with you.
Well, don't just leave him
questions.
hanging.
Yeah, right?
I'm
You're
sorry. Do you expect a flowery speech in response? I mean,
Yes.
I need to sleep too. You know.
You are a Slav. I don't expect you to sleep very well anyway. But
We got you there.
you
George.
people, your kind are robust. I respect them. I named Napoleon in part because of your resistance to them. But no, to you as a person, as a kindred, as a part of this new coterie, there have things that have occurred. Ask. I will
Thank you,
answer,
Lynx Loon,
so
for
long as there are
subscribing.
no
We
secrets.
appreciate
They're
that.
not mine to divulge.
We picked up a
There's a
subscription.
big love.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you're not dropping 90% of your frames. Well, Artie,
So-
it was very well said. I think we've come to the conclusions. I mean,
So, I'm not the lead of this expedition. I leave that to the sheriff, and I do not want to act as the primogen in this capacity. I only want to be of assistance. What I'm describing, and he looks at Lilith, and is not an oath. I don't need that. But if all of us were to put our clans over our coteries, it would be very difficult for us to get anything truly done. And as a Montano, it would be very difficult for me to allow you access to my resources. So what I am asking for is an acknowledgement that either we are all, and all of our reputations together, matter, or we are merely individual operators.
of course. I would think that would go without saying. but obviously it needed to be said. Of course.
Like Benjamin Franklin said, we all hang together or we'll all hang separately.
Mhm.
And
He like looks at Arthur to like just go down the line.
so as all of us were here, barring our new member, who is proving to be lovingly agreeable. Thank you, by the way. We have all attempted our independent. How should
You're gonna go robot again.
Yeah.
endeavors. Oh no! There we go. Of
You're
course,
right.
it comes back when I shout naturally. Sorry, chat.
That's good.
Gonna send Napoleon over to lick Julian's hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, no. Oh, Napoleon is best service boy. Yeah,
He'll
Napoleon
actually
will
he'll
sit between Arthur and Julian.
yeah he'll give Arthur like the okay, and then he'll look at Lilith.
Um,
I would never
We-
put any clan above this coterie. There is nothing that will resolve what all of us as a whole entire race is feeling. We need to work together and we need to resolve this. As the toilet flushes in the background.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Very
Yeah,
well.
It's not you. We know it's him.
Very, very well, Lilith. I hope that we all will remember this conversation if, hopefully it does not, but if it needs to be revisited. For instance, during meetings in front of the prince.
So temperamental.
So,
You don't want me talking to press.
no, the prince, I said.
Fair enough. I'll talk to him. I heard different things. Sorry.
So I have access to the last place that Portia was. And I also, it used to be a property that I owned that somehow was sold to Marcel before he died.
Oh.
Before he was killed.
I think
What
the two
area?
are synonyms. I have the location, and we can go there now.
That sounds like the best thing that we should be doing right now.
If we are in agreement,
Can I ride the helicopter? I have never
Course.
done that before.
Of course, there's a doggy seat.
And I'll drive. Not in a helicopter.
Yeah, we anybody who the helicopter lands as he's
Lands on the roof.
I had all my properties equipped with helipads naturally.
it's not insane to think that at your level. So yeah, if you want to display some,
No.
a chopper will come down, pick you up, spirit you off
Yeah.
to where. I love the idea of taking travel out of this game, just in general, because it's always a little bit of a pain.
Well, at least for me, it's that everybody.
Right.
No, everybody. The helicopter is open. I have a larger one with extra seats that nobody ever gets to use. It's a shame.
I'm just gonna pick up Napoleon like the big baby he is and just sit him in my lap. So
There's a
Thank you
seat
for
for him.
liking Marco Montano.
There's a dog seat that
Oh,
it,
Montano.
it like has a like a strap that goes like a dog chest height.
well, now he spent the money on that, so now I have to. It's like go.
Yeah, there's room for everybody.
Happiest boy.
Okay,
The wagging tail.
so the area just outside of Archer Heights, by the time you get there, each of you, however you want to take it,
And we all took the
chopper
helicopter.
or freeway, either way, You're going to end up in a warehouse district. It's literally just row after row of these gigantic metal frame warehouse buildings. Most of them seem like nothing. The one that Julian used to own. Oh, I think we got lost Grace and got her back real quick.
Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, I got
But
it.
you'll arrive in this basically a maze of warehouses. Like I said, the one Julian that you used to own is there. Chain link fences around it. Looks like there's a couple of cars nearby, but other than a security guard that comes around on a golf cart every couple of hours, this place is pretty empty, pretty open, pretty derelict.
Does anybody new show up on my viewfinder?
What do you mean? Oh, you
The
mean,
number. You know how you said that they pop up?
Friend code.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
boy, you know what? I hadn't thought about
Yeah,
that.
you hadn't had you, Tony.
Yeah.
Why do you think all of us instantly were like, "Oh, how interesting"?
Right?
And so that's when, for the person asking, I would ask high or low, and roll D100 and see what happens.
Yeah.
No. Just give me an idea of how
Over under
far-
50.
How far you guys think I was talking about when I said it was
The entire
Fair
city,
enough.
right? Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh, come
Oh,
on!
yeah, right.
No,
That's what
you said in the area, so I'm thinking like a block, like
Yeah.
no, not a block, like a building.
Yeah, within the same
I
building.
would have to
Yeah.
inches is what I would say.
No,
I don't want all these people in my phone.
They're all undead.
Yeah.
Like a Franco, like you
The
know,
idea for me,
happen across the street.
the idea for me would be that if you showed up at something like an Elysium and you wandered around the party, you'd end up with everybody's contact information,
Okay.
that kind of thing. So I wasn't thinking that it would be a
Brushing
block,
elbows.
but it would be a few hundred feet.
That's fine. That's
Given that, within a few hundred feet,
yeah.
everybody's phones pick up Portia's number
Well, I had hers.
and Dusable's number. But Dusable's number only lasts for about 2 minutes, and then it vanishes.
Because their phones also picked up our numbers.
I will hold my phone open and show everybody.
Dang it, Grace.
It wasn't me
No,
that time.
That one was.
That was Arthur.
That was Arthur again. But he's back.
It is always me. You can always blame me.
I'll say I think I caught a Porsche.
Is one more Porsche for Julian's collection.
Yes.
I mean, so yes, Dusables went away, but Portia is still here.
Yeah, which means Dusable is close. Ooh. Damn.
we
I
should
wish we
go
were playing
find
Fate so that.
Portia.
Wait. Dusable gave me a boon
Really?
Ooh, reveal
last
yourself.
and I never used it.
Okay.
Can I still have it?
If you see him again, sure.
No. I didn't give it back to him. I tried to give it to people, to Narvin. Narvin wouldn't take. Nobody would take it, but he gave me
Oh, the little draft of
the little draft.
elegance that you
Yes.
Yeah, that was a draft of elegance. It was for what was it?
For
gonna-
the Gary, Indiana job.
Yeah, but what does elegance allow you to do? Is it
No. I just want to know if I can have the vibe. If I still have it.
Yes, I didn't add it on your sheet, but I believe it's a draft of elegance, and yes, it's a small vial.
And I look at Arthur.
Napoleon.
And I hold it up to Napoleon's nose, and this is
Like-
this is why you're my bud.
You uncork it and give it to Napoleon.
Mhm.
He
Does he pick up Dusable's scent?
he immediately runs over to one of the two cars that is parked nearby.
Dude, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay.
There's nothing in the car. But you got to think of Napoleon as kind of like a cadaver dog. Well, that's what this scent is. So he's following the scent of death more than anything.
Okay.
When there's nothing in the car, he'll lead you a bit of a winding path as he gets the scent and can take you to a door on one of the nondescript metal frame buildings. Just a gigantic warehouse. It has an electronic lock and an ordinary doorknob. Napoleon seems to think DuSable went this way.
Here's a stretch.
Stretch me.
To use feral whispers to call rats and tell them to find this dead thing.
It is a warehouse district. You can absolutely do that. What does your feral whispers require you to do?
It is a rouse check, and one rouse check per type of animal chosen for the scene.
And if you choose rat, it comes in mass.
Mm-hmm. And so that way we can just kind of breadcrumb it and just, have the, instead of like a rat-keen swarm, just kind of like a nice, I don't have the fiddle, but alas, here we are, to communicate with them and tell them to find this dead scent.
Is that
and lead us to it.
I'll say to them as well, like, I can get us through this door.
And it's like, open the door, and I need to phone some friends.
Wait a minute.
And that's a charisma, discipline, and a rouse check.
Okay, so you're going to call the rats first before you go through the door?
Yeah, call them so that way they can get the scent too, and find this dead thing.
Okay, so that's your role there, right? The predator. No, that's not.
The roll 20. There you go. Okay.
Rouse check. You're good.
Rouse check. That's 1, and now it's charisma and discipline for feral whispers.
Yes, there we go.
Blap. No modifiers, correct?
None whatsoever at this point. You're just talking to rats.
Ooh, nice. That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Hens, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Every rat in the vicinity wants to talk to you.
So
they come to you and make just a circle around you. And when you send them on their task, they bolt in equidistant radii. It's unnerving to watch rats move with such precision. But you can tell that even the ones that moved off in that radii, they're coming back towards the building that you're standing in front of. A couple of them managed to squeeze their way under the door. Rats can fit through any fucking thing. Some other ones are scratching at the wall. The rest of them kind of made that concentric circle, and they're all coming back towards the building too. Eventually, you just got a line of rats pawing at the walls and pawing at the doors. Some of them are making it in.
While this is very entertaining, I don't see what this is going to do for us. We already know he's in there.
And once we are through the door, since we cannot fit like rats.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to do that. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
No, by all means, open the door so then we may have our breadcrumbs. I will entertain the crew.
Julian is just gonna kind of bite on his thumb and then spit on the lock.
This is one of the blood technology things that you learned last year, DuSable.
Nice.
Which is just an a little bit of your vitae and spit, and you could shut off any electronic component. That's you need to roll
Great. That's
Nope.
master technology.
Nope, this is no rouse check.
all right then.
I checked. I looked because there's another one that gets a positive response, but it has a rouse check. I'm like, no, we're just gonna break it.
Break it. It'll never work again without the rouse check. Easy enough to do. Do you open the door?
Me after you and all your friends, please.
And just especially like this, the rats just kind of make the door go, and just
Who's gonna touch the door?
I guess I'm pantomiming that I am, so it's too late to not do that.
okay.
You open the door, or
Yeah. I did this. I assume it has a
Did it.
handle. I
it
did.
does.
I did it. It's
You're
done.
gonna be blown back,
Things he- Ooh, ooh.
thrown against the ground. You're gonna take 2 points of damage.
Dang.
And lose another
Uh,
suit.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be.
When it happens,
Is it
there's an explosion of energy that comes from the door. What you see that bursts out is a glyph that reveals itself on the door. You're thrown back, you take the damage, but you know something about it. This ward was left by Portia.
paranoid or traitor?
However, once a ward against any kind of specific, it didn't go off against rats because it wasn't a ward against rats. It was a ward against other kindred. So she had at least a suspicion you were coming. But once it's blown, it is extinguished. The door is now officially open without any possibility of damage.
Portia, little Portia, let me in. I get up, and the darkness around Julian starts to get a lot thicker. But go ahead, everybody.
You can feel the shadows now, people, because they're becoming thick and palpable.
The only thing I'm thinking of, we should have found Portia first.
Fuck Portia.
So who's going in?
She's in there. Well, of course,
Well,
the
the door is
sheriff is going in with his dogs and rats.
The rats are just literally filing through the building.
We got a frozen Arthur.
He looks contemplative, though, so we should
He is.
probably leave.
He's lookout. After you, Lilith, because Julian's across the way
Yes.
with another fucked up suit.
Where did you guys lose me?
We
What do you-
didn't.
are you going in?
Do you want
Yeah, are you going in first?
Yeah, rats go in.
rats?
Arthur would usually go in, but he also knows that Julian's a hungry, angry boy, and also had like the shadows are his bitch, and it's just like, go and have fun. I'll be
Well,
right
you
behind
did see that he got blown back a few feet, set off by a ward that Portia left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, he's not his ass.
He'll like
Yeah.
offer his hand. It's like, Damien, you son of a bitch, and it's like, help him
He's
up
really
if
trying to
he
send me in
requires
first.
it.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
No,
Fine.
the
Vanya
door.
will walk
Oh.
in.
I'll go in.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, I'll
right.
go in. I'll go in.
But
Oh, you got blown
because
back.
because if you frenzy, I don't want to be.
Oh, I know, friendo. Oh, I know.
Way when every single shadow is you. It's like, go have fun.
Vanya
Oh
and
my
I will take care of it. Don't you everybody else worry the little heads off. Come on.
Would never do such a thing. Let's
Come
open the
on,
door.
Vanya.
Let's get in there.
Let me assure you that the danger, at least from this door, is abated.
Yes.
The rats are filing in. Napoleon goes in. Everyone can follow. The door is going to lead you into a hallway that follows the metal exterior frame, but on the interior is sloped at about a 45 degree angle. The peak seems to rise towards the top of the warehouse, but the walls of this pyramid
Yep.
extend beneath the floor.
It appears whoever bought this place from you has been very busy.
The hallway goes around this structure in one direction, not the other. So
Can't you
There's a-
just like?
the door opens, and you can make a left, and you can make a right, and you can make another, and then there's a wall.
Is the pyramid smooth? There's no like windows or doors or anything on this pyramid.
No windows, no doors, at least on the entry side to where you come in, and you're looking straight up at it.
Okay.
Shadow cloaks come out for Julian.
Which?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're stealth. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth him.
Okay.
There are plenty of shadows in this room. It's not really very well lit. If you continue around the hallway, you will eventually come to a kind of looks like an elevator entry. It has another electronic little doohickey for what seems to call an elevator, but an elevator that moves at a 45-degree angle down, as if down the exterior of a pyramid.
Well, Vanya will go and stand on it.
Yeah. Onward we go.
It can take two of you at a time. And if one of you is holding a dog, I suppose. And the elevator is not here right now, so you need to press the button to call it.
Okay.
Who wants to press the button?
Vanya will walk up and go. He'll get ready to press it.
Wait, question. Can occult recognize if there's more magical traps, like glyphs like that? Is that what occult does?
Glyphs are normally hidden. You would know by occult what they were after they went off.
Okay, just
But
checking.
you
All right,
wouldn't necessarily see them.
all right, yeah. Go ahead,
Now-
Vanya.
Yeah.
If you
Vanya.
wanted to, you would need something like Sense the Unseen.
I can sense ghosts,
Probably
but that's
not.
not glyphs.
And
So-
boy, that didn't work out so well for the last time either.
Yeah.
Vanya just looks before he presses and goes, "Catch me if I go falling." He presses it.
You call the elevator.
Mhm.
That's it.
That's it.
There you go.
No, wait a minute. As you hear the machination bring a flat panel up a 45-degree angle, it's essentially a platform you could stand on, and you'll go back down. Two of you can go at a time. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Vanya will get on.
The Brewha pair. I love it. The Brewha pair then pile into the elevator and hit the button. They will disappear below the floor.
Don't do anything stupid till we get there.
No guarantees.
That is
You're
very
gonna
bruja.
You're going to have to wait until the elevator comes back up.
How far down is it?
You're not quite sure.
Dope.
Because this elevator will eventually go under the ground, correct?
It's already going under the
Okay.
ground. You're already at ground
Right,
level.
right.
So everything down from here is down and down at an angle. After a couple of minutes, it comes back up.
Oh.
And the other two plus dog of you, if you hold him, can pile in, and you can press the button to go down.
Does
Do you want to?
wow. Yeah. I'm just asking if he still smells disabled.
Oh, Napoleon.
Actually, the rats are here too. Any of the rats that can make it down this portal went as well. some of them slid down, underneath the machine, and yeah. So he gave them a purpose, and the ones that have found their way in and around and down, they're following their purpose.
Fantastic.
All the rats.
Is he done there, boy? And with that, would we get an affirmative or negative? Because I can understand this. I can now actually have an intelligent conversation with my dog.
You hear a.
Is that a yet? That's an affirmative.
It's a. I'm a quite terrified kind of affirmative. Yeah, let's go if we have to go.
Oh, so good boy. And I'll hit the button. Baby, this dog is why I'm not at like 2 humanity right now.
For the Bruja that took the elevator first.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck! It's a grid. Shit.
Ignore where it says the Temple of Dagon.
I shall not, but proceed.
I had to use some kind of a map. Give me a break.
Dagon. Oh.
No. The Lovecraft fan to me appreciates this, so proceed.
Is more of a temple of Set. It is a pyramid with snake pillars and snake sculptures, an old kind of Kindred style ritual. You come in through a semi-hidden door that's right here at the front. If you can see where I'm pinging.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In front of you, there is a big statue of a snake, and further ahead, there's another statue. This one over here on the other side. In front of this statue, and forgive me for not having anything to represent it, I'll do it freehand. There's a bright yellow portal.
Oh.
It's just spinning in front of that statue.
Are we talking like Sparky, Wheelie, Dr. Strangey looking thing, or
Full
Stargate?
size, 8 foot tall yellow Stargate.
Oh fuck! Oh no! I hate it. Okay, cool. Break it.
No, you're not there yet. Only the Bruja have arrived to see it.
I could still hate it.
All right. Well, I just look over at Lilith and just go. Shh. Oh wait, but there's somebody there.
On the ground, nearly exhausted or prone or almost dead, maybe, is Portia. So if I bring you in, let me see, where are we going to put you? Vanyo, you can come in there, and Lilith, you can be like here. And there she is ahead of you. And the portal beyond her.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like a portal before.
It's the reason I don't have anything to show you, except that I had to walk.
Yeah, Vanyo is going to walk up to right there.
Okay.
And then just like look around the corners very casual like.
There's nobody here, if that's what you're looking for.
Yes, and then he'll go ahead and he'll just walk casually up to Portia.
She is still alive.
Okay.
Her hand, she's almost face down, and her hand is pressed right into the stone in front of her face. And you'd swear that you see a little yellow current running to the portal.
From her?
From her.
I mean, I'm still looking around. I suppose I don't see any of that because I didn't go up to her.
You
So-
don't. You if you're by
Yeah.
the big old snake statue, you could see that this was what you'd imagine a temple of Set to look like.
I look around.
Yeah, I mean-
is there any wood?
There are wooden things in other rooms around here, but there's no wood around you immediately.
Okay, like maybe on
You
some
have to go into-
furniture or something.
You have to go break something in here.
Okay, yeah, I'll go into this room, look around, see what's in there.
There's
And
some kneeling spots. There's a little small snake statue. This is obviously a room for reflection or something of this
So there's
sort.
legs on this furniture, is what you're telling me.
It's just a bench.
Yeah, but the bench has legs on it, right?
it's a pew.
Okay, I ripped the bench apart, getting one of the legs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we
What?
lost somebody.
Would
Yeah.
you? Probably the gangle.
No.
Hey.
And then I'm gonna have to readjust.
me this time.
So,
so weird.
I will go ahead. I will do that. I'll rip it off. I'll get it, and I'll come out. Basically, I'm making a steak.
Oh, I know what you're doing. We
And-
all know what you're doing.
Okay, then I'll go over to her, and then I'll go. Let's see what this does. And I'm just gonna stab her right in the heart. Bam!
I mean,
The door to the elevator will open, and the other two can finally join the fray. Before this happens,
I'm not letting him stab her in the heart. She is the one who stood up for me. Like I'm gonna do my best to get between me and her and maybe slap some life into her.
I figured you would.
What
Yeah.
are you doing?
And this is very unique shake. I hate it as well, Julian. I understand.
Yeah, it's not my. I have a lot of exposed skin right now, and it's just a lot of rats. So, this is exciting. So we see them like fighting over whether or not he's gonna.
Well, if it's gonna get, if it'll get to that, if she's gonna come over and get in Vanyo's way,
She's not going to let you do it.
I will look directly into Lilith's eyes
Uh-oh.
and
Here we
go,
go.
my dear, go sit down.
Are you trying to command her somehow?
Oh yeah, I am.
This is an opposed role, you know.
Okay, I'm good with that.
She's gonna get a chance to fight you off. But if
Before he's-
you go to what are you trying to dominate?
Just had a conversation on the roof, and it's already falling apart.
It's not my fault.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was. I'm
Six
just.
charisma.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so I roll my dominate, right?
Is it are you using mesmerize?
Hold on a second. Let's see,
If you want to go sit down, that's kind of a because otherwise it's
well, it
forget.
doesn't say. There's let's see here. Influence. It does what I would.
Took the guy
You tell me what it would be.
It's manipulation plus dominate
Okay.
versus her intelligence plus resolve.
Okay.
And you, Vanya, also need to do a rouse check to see if this makes you any hungrier.
Okay. So which one do I? So I roll them separately. So I roll dominate, and then what else do I roll?
I just had.
Yeah.
Mesmerize.
Manipulation
Here.
plus dominate.
Okay. So manipulation is a skill.
Yes.
Next to mesmerize, there's a.
And then your dominate is your power. So if you click dominate,
Manipulation, charisma, and composure.
yeah.
There it is. Okay. So I roll my manipulation, and then I roll my dominate.
Yep.
Yeah. In
Okay.
fact, if you just want to, yeah.
Okay. So here's the manipulation.
No, you roll them together. You add them together.
Oh, it's a second
I think-
attribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dominate.
If you go to disciplines and in powers, it's under whatever that discipline is. There should be a macro put in for you.
Actually, if you just go to your, if you look on your character sheet and you go to where it says dominate,
Yeah.
I put in manipulation and discipline.
Oh,
If
and
you roll,
across the way. Got it. Okay.
if
So
you roll the dice box after that, it'll roll to what you need.
and modifiers are nothing, right? So just
Nothing.
okay. There we go.
You got 2 successes.
Voices.
And I
You need to roll your intelligence and your resolve and beat 2 successes.
intelligence and resolve.
That's one of you wants to use willpower, right?
Never.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Like,
It's 3 better than what I got.
Which means you could try to tell her to go sit down, and she's not going to listen.
I
to
did.
you.
She didn't listen to me. She's like, whatever, dude.
So when the other 2 arrive, and Napoleon, you'll see that Vanyo has tried to throw a stake right through the heart, but Lilith stopped him and pushed him back. He said, "You go sit down." She said, "Fuck you." And that's where you are. Except there's a big glowing yellow
Yeah.
portal, and you're in the middle of a Sethite temple under Chicago.
There's so many parts of me that it thinks this is amazing, but none of them are present right now. Is the
Oh, smart. I see what you're doing.
source of like whatever's powering like this Mundi of this temple or of the portal, is that visibly evident?
If you get a little closer,
It's
you'll
her.
discover what they've discovered, and that it's coming from her.
Yeah, as they start walking up, you know, because I did the one attempt. When it didn't work on her, then I didn't pursue, because then that would be
you could-
fisticuffs. I'm not going to do that. And they
Yeah,
go,
no.
It would appear your friend Portia is powering this portal. I attempted to stake her, and she stopped me.
Yeah, and so Arthur just do like and just bring Napoleon and the rats and just pull his PPK from the shoulder holster and just be like, bring her to me.
I'm not touching her. Shoot her if you want.
I wasn't talking to you. Go, my furry friends.
Who are you talking about?
Animalic.
Dog and all the
Dog and rats.
surround Portia as her hand is pressed into the stone in front of her. They lift her body and they start to take it towards you.
Vanyo's getting the hell away from that.
Yeah, I moved Julian to represent.
Yeah, no
his
doubt.
actual-
As soon as that happens, he backs the fuck away.
No.
They can't make her hand come away from the stone.
Oh, is it like fused in?
It's stuck there. That's as far as she goes.
It's like, my little friends.
She has very little energy left to do it, but she looks up to you, all of you, and says, "No. No." She's still powering the portal.
You know, you could take this stake and put it in her heart. It probably stops this.
You just need to wake her up. Wake her up from this state.
She just talked to you, girl. I mean, come on.
It's like
I'll
Napoleon.
slap her across the face.
It's like, does that work?
She can slap Portia across the face. Portia will look at you. I have to find.
If it doesn't, Napoleon's gonna get a hand.
Hang on.
Uh-oh. Don't like it when it takes you that long to figure something out.
When the DM goes,
Okay, this is projecting. Okay, all right. Hang on a second. Let me see what she does.
cease and desist that talk. No, canceled.
This is what Julian's been doing, by the way.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh, was that your? Why was that yours?
What? Oh, it's Portia's.
It says Portia.
Oh, it's
Jesus fucking
Jesus.
Christ.
Yeah,
there
she
it
did it. Yeah.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god! Is
Lilith.
should I have that many dice and something?
Lilith,
I haven't seen
are
that kind
going
of dice pull outside a werewolf. Jesus.
you're going to freeze in place,
Oh shit.
and you are going to be transported to an all-white room that extends forever. Portia
Quiet.
stands in front of you, but she doesn't look like Portia. She looks even more beautiful, even more radiant, even more powerful. She tells you it has to be this way. I can open the portal, but I have to allow time and opportunity to heal itself. Go now. Go after it. I hope you fail, but I need to give you the chance so time can heal.
We need to fail. This is what this needs.
If you fail, I see him again. And I will kill that son of a bitch forever.
You can hope that.
Portia's
No.
not who she says she is.
Go now. Stop him if you can. It has to be this way. That happens to you and you alone, Lilith. It happens in a trance. It happens in a world you don't even know about. It's, like I said, a white room that extends forever. But Arthur, Napoleon is here. He's confused. He's over, say, by here. And he's barking at that one portal that's straight ahead of you. He's barking at it. And then he looks behind him. And then he turns around completely and he starts barking behind him towards the other statue. He's barking in both directions, but you don't see anything. No, it's not you, Lasombra.
No. I'm just trying to move closer to the wall. Sorry.
Yeah, you're just hiding.
Let's rotate.
The person who is canonically proven to be good at smashing statues now gets stuck in the crowd to do the thing.
This is outside my wheelhouse. I didn't study for this. Can I? By the by, can I see any ghosts?
Do you want to look for ghosts?
Yeah.
God, that worked out so good last time.
Well, wait. Well, when I see a smart animal turn to nothing and start barking at something behind them, and also when there's a weird magical portal, gets one to start thinking maybe there's something else in here.
There might be. Roll whatever you have to roll.
I don't have to roll anything, luckily. This is a lot of stuff, by the way. I close my eyes. I can see within pitch blackness, and I can perceive ghosts that are not actively hiding. Cost free.
All right.
Go.
Take a moment. Then. Take a moment, Julie. Especially where you are in this temple. Take a moment. You're looking around. You're hearing the dog barking. He's barking ahead at a portal that's obviously glowing and shimmering and yellow sparks and light and everything. It's obvious that that would make a dog bark. But over here, just sort of by you, by that statue, just in that area there, he's barking at that area too. And you don't see a ghost. You don't see a figure. But what you see is a lot like a mirage. Like the way that the heat ripples off the desert floor in the distance. There's just a shimmer. Shimmer right
where another portal would be. It's not my show. I
Lilith.
yeah.
Lilith has some information. It's a choice whether she's going to tell you what she just saw as she pops out of her trance.
And I was going to ask, are her eyes still
Well,
far
they
back
went.
in her
Yeah, they
head,
went
like
wonky.
in her socks, or like what is her physical condition?
She's fine, but her eyes, they did gloss over there for a second. She froze in place and then came out of it almost instantly.
I think another one of those is going to open here at some point.
Why don't we just stick the stake in her heart? She'd stop powering the portal.
It's not my call to make, unfortunately.
Are we just gonna kill people? Can we not wake her
I
up?
can pull it out later.
Oh, are you back? If she's back and the first thing she says is, "Can we not kill people?" I'm gonna be like, "What just fucking happened to you? What happened to you?"
She is fully under Dusable's control. Whatever must be here, she wants to see through. We need to break her of this stance.
Does she tell? Does Lilith tell us verbatim what she heard, or give us a approximation of what she heard?
Right? Yeah, approximation. You don't know my opinion on the fact what the events that are going down here. Just that there is.
Portia's hand is still on that kind of like Axis Mundi stone. Yes.
Yes.
Well, Arthur's just gonna take a moment and just
Wait.
Here we go.
Whatever.
So did you say that we were supposed to follow Dusable? Did you tell us that?
Yeah. But
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No, just that like what she's doing is what Dusable wants her to do, and it's not on her own volition. She's under someone else's control.
Did she tell you that?
No.
I don't recall her telling you
She
that.
didn't say that.
I don't recall her saying
But Lilith said
enough.
that.
That's what I said.
Deception. And so it's like, well, forgive me, Kane, for I know exactly what I'm about to do. Chink! I'm just gonna Gango Claw and liberate her of that problematic hand. Tell me how I really feel.
Stop him!
Jesus.
Stop him, Lilith! You stop me!
I mean, I can try to block. I don't want to risk my arm for her.
Beat a 10.
Oh no! Oh,
Because
what's the
Portia
is this that?
Portia sees your claws come out. She sees your arm reach to take the swipe, and she says no.
I say, no, for toi, what's the roll to resist?
I think it's damn. I gotta look this up too.
Intelligence resolve.
Intelligence.
Huh.
Resolve?
Yeah, that's what
That's
I
a
was
5.
doing.
That's a 5 pool. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Is that my
need to go
willpower?
ahead.
Just rolling a willpower?
That's what that is. Well,
Willpower lets you.
willpower.
reroll.
Yeah.
You
More
can
than that.
rouse your blood and add 2 more dice.
You know, given the circumstances, I will do that.
Ooh. Can I jump through the portal? Is that where I'm assuming Dusable went?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
That
reason
made
why.
you closer to the portal.
And the reason why.
Don't
is,
make me
is-
bisect you with weird magic shit. Cool. So, rolling 70-10.
Are you? You got 5
And-
plus 2.
Oh, and rousing the blood, I get the +2, right? And
Yeah.
I've resolved 3, intelligence 2. Hey, oh fuck, that's not as good.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4.
God damn it!
You can roll willpower.
You know,
Reroll
I
3
think-
of them.
I think I shall.
Would you still
That's
meet
another
it? You still
3.
wouldn't meet it
Because
unless he hits all 10s.
unless he hits all 10s.
Mathematically, it is possible.
It is.
mathematically it is possible, but
I'm always ready to see miracles.
and that's where we differ. I know a plot hook when I smell one.
Yeah. Julian's been in the back. He's not interfering. You guys do. This is messy. You guys do what
So
you're.
much is going on at the same time in this little space.
Yeah.
Because I'm meta. I'm smelling a plot hook.
Yeah.
But also like I only have so much willpower. That's gonna be really hard.
I
beat
see
Portia.
Lilith inching towards the portal.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I'm
see-
just like, and every time he fails, I kind of just like get closer.
But I have no compelling reason to.
And then it
Like, so,
I have not been given.
let it be known, this is all Lilith's fault.
Everything is.
Yes, but
I gotta be honest
Also,
with you.
yes.
I don't know what was said.
Yeah, exactly.
If only she'd been honest with you, but
Yeah.
you can't
So I see her heading towards there. I don't know what would happen. Can I see whether or not a cult would help me recognize whether or not killing Portia would deactivate the portal?
you could try something like that. Give me a good roll.
Occult and like
Rote
wits
knowledge.
or
So how about intelligence?
that's a thing.
That's the thing.
roll,
Nope.
roll to not die.
Nope.
Oh,
And I'm not.
no, yeah, no,
Well,
you no clue what this is.
Vanyo chucks the steak that he had made to the floor and goes, well, apparently attacking her is not going so well, even for the gangrel, so I don't think I've got a shot at that.
I mean, at this point, I think I'm pretty damn close to the portal, and I'm
We all
stepping
see
a
you.
foot through.
We all see
like,
you.
if you want to
Yep.
kill Portia, then kill her.
Am I completely like frozen in place, or can I still speak?
Oh, you
Being
can do
stopped.
anything. You could do anything except cut her hands off.
It's just like it's like Napoleon. Fetch the girl. And he's gonna have Napoleon try and get Lilith.
Napoleon is confused.
Don't. I will cast my brain into your brain, you goddamn fucking dog.
You want to do that? You want to get inside his brain?
Yeah, you know
Here we
what?
go.
I haven't used that toy yet.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
My body's stuck. Who gives a fuck? That's aroused, right? No, it's free if it's for the animal, or it's for
If
my
it's for
fullness,
you,
which is
and
Napoleon.
it's you're you're familiar. So when you jump inside his vision, you see what he sees. You see the portal and you see the shimmering and you see there's Portia on the ground, and then he turns around and he heads back over this direction and he sees almost the same thing. He sees a portal behind you. He sees shimmering images of figures. You can't make out if they're human or whatever they are, but they're images and they're moving. And there's another shadowy kind of Portia on the ground powering it. The same way she is. It's almost like a mirror image of what is happening or what has happened or what is going to happen. Napoleon, you realize, can't actually follow your commands because he doesn't know which you're talking about.
Okay.
And Lilith steps through.
Yeah, right.
Get the smell you know.
Boom. Lilith is gone.
Shit. Lay bark. Back.
Vanyo is like, well, I didn't expect that to happen.
From my vantage point, it all seemed pretty eventual. I'm very concerned. Excuse me, miss. Are you still alive? Down there.
Are you talking to Portia?
I'm talking to Portia, yes.
You're not near Portia.
I'm
Do you
projecting my
want to come
voice. No, I don't.
over? You don't want to get near her?
I can talk loud enough for her to I'll talk as loud as I need to. Miss,
She cranes her head a bit, but she's not talking. In your direction.
can I help you in some way?
Follow him.
I think
To
she's
where?
talking about Dusable.
We hope. Where? Follow him where?
There. And she looks back at the portal.
Ah.
That seems fairly obvious.
Yeah, well, you should.
I was really expecting something terrible to come out of that portal.
Well,
And if Dusable is
Sheriff.
still there...
Sheriff,
Yeah. Where is the lift?
she went through the portal.
She's gone. And
Month to month. Okay.
and her regional feature on your phone is gone. She's not near you.
This makes sense now. To see Portia points, says, hey, follow Dusable, points at portal. Earlier when we come up, Dusable's phone was here, then it wasn't here.
Yeah.
I understand that she
It
went
all
to the
seems-
portal. There's
it
a
all
point
seems
where I
fair
must
enough.
going to put my boot so far up her ass that she can tie my bootlaces with her tongue. Anyway, let us proceed and get chase.
Vanya walks over and goes through the portal.
Casually,
Yeah, oh yeah.
this is a little.
Just get you a Charlie Chaplin cane. Whackity smackity do. Okay, that's it. The decision has been made for us, Julian. Shall the adults make sure the kids don't go and kill themselves?
Oh, the decision hasn't been made for you yet, but if Portia decides she wants you to,
Shall we?
are you two gonna?
This won't be the first time we've jumped through a portal.
I love it.
But he'll still let Arthur go first. Absolutely.
No. It's Napoleon. Stick with Julian. He seems distressed. He could use emotional support animal.
Okay.
Napoleon will come over and stand over here by Portia and kind of.
Yeah. As Julian leaves, he turns and he just starts taking pictures of Portia to make sure that he just captures it.
Yes. And you can vanish like that. Arthur, in the moment before you vanish through the portal, Napoleon turns and starts running the other direction, barking his head off.
Away from me or towards
Oh.
me?
Away from you,
Huh?
Towards this one, right?
towards the other side of the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I mean, yeah.
Coterie, you've been brave. You walked yourselves through a portal with no idea where it was going. Only knowing that if you didn't, Portia was going to make you do it. Welcome, friends. Welcome to London. And that, my friends, is where we're going to leave tonight's episode.
Dun, dun, dun.
And thank you for indulging me in running a little bit long with this, with the technical difficulties that we had. But I got a new opening for next week, so we needed to get this far.
Now it makes sense.
There you go.
Ta-da!
This is why
Artfulness.
this is why I've been making Dylan work overtime. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Let's go through and meet the cast. Will DM, you are usually a player. Introduce your damn self as a
I'm
player.
Will DM or Will.player now.
Or Will.player. There you
Yeah,
go.
so I played Vanyo Konya, a Georgian.
Not a Russian. God damn, I gotta
Not
stop
a
making
Russian.
it.
He's a Georgian. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about
Stop
him
that.
besides that.
That's some Saurus talk, Tony. How dare you?
Yeah, he was actually really good friends with. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. Never
You
mind.
can say whatever you like, man.
He was really good friends with Stalin.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh,
Let's just hope you don't run into a Leninist somewhere along the way.
That's all right. They don't have to know that I'm friends with Stalin.
You're here. Grace, say hello and tell everybody about yourself.
I'm Grace. I'm playing Lilith, aka the person who's a little bit go for it, you know?
Yeah,
Stop this talking, just go for it.
exactly. Jump through the fucking portal. Let's go.
All right. I was like, why hurt her? You're fine. Just go.
And the great Wes Anderson.
oh, hey, that's me.
It is. Welcome back.
Just Wes. It's fine.
Yeah, you get confused with the other guy that way.
Yeah, so often. Hey, I'm Wes. I played Julian White. Had a lot of fun. Looking forward to shenanigans.
Oh, there will be shenanigans.
Shenanigans afoot. Alex, our gang girl.
Yes, I'm Alex Maxwell. I'm playing Arthur Valand once again, and it has been like getting into your favorite pair of shoes after a long while. So I am loving it. I'm loving the way that the characters, old and new, have come together, and I look forward to this season. So I'm hearing horseshoes in the ambiance, and I can't wait.
You're hearing old London in the ambiance. You're hearing Victorian London in the
Oh
ambiance.
no. I have,
Fit-
I have some concerns.
Everybody's like, oh no.
The industrial.
And Arthur's like, yes!
Black people don't go in time machines. This is horrible.
Title of a movie. I don't even care what the movie's about. That should be the title of a movie.
Right.
Yeah.
That's been fantastic. You guys are great. My name is Uncle Tony, and I'm storytelling this time around. I got the primetime spot. I'm pretty happy about it. The first chapter we did on Saturday mornings. Now look at me.
Yeah, you're moving on up,
There
buddy.
you go.
10 o'clock Wednesday night. Yeah. That's moving on up. Well, thank you, everybody, and join us for more wackiness here at Wicked Studios, LLC. We still got other shows, right?
Go on places,
That's right.
kid.
On Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, you can catch here Greyhawk Adventures. Wednesdays, 9 p.m., you can catch this great show here. And then on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Dragonlance Chronicles, where we're in the second module of the original Dragonlance modules from the 80s.
See, I'm glad I didn't have to do that.
With 5e and new characters, although the old characters are NPCs. So, and yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, everybody, and join us next week as we continue the Chronicles. They probably won't run this long, but like I said, I wanted to get to this point so we can debut a brand new title opening next week. You guys are going to love it.
Yeah. And having 20
Can't wait.
minutes worth of dropped frames at 90% didn't help. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
well,
what can you do? It is what it is.
watch it on YouTube later on.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you all next time. Peace out.
Peace. Oh.